We all love a good love story, but let's be real. Sometimes it's hard to focus on the romance when there's multi-million-dollar weddings to drool over. From over-the-top dresses to lavish venues, celebrity weddings are truly the stuff of dreams. And let's not forget the guest lists. Celebrities, politicians, and even royalty have been known to attend these extravagant affairs. But what's the price tag on all this glamour and glitz? Well, let me tell you, it's not cheap. We're talking millions of dollars here. And while some may argue that love can't be measured in dollars and cents, these celebs certainly didn't hold back when it came to showing off their wealth. So if you're ready to be blown away by some of the most extravagant weddings in history, then buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. We'll be diving into everything from diamond-encrusted dresses to private islands, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single detail. So grab some popcorn and let's get started on our journey through the top 7 most expensive celebrity weddings of all time. Now let's be honest, weddings can be a serious drain on the bank account, and if you're a celebrity, well, you can pretty much kiss your savings goodbye. These people don't mess around when it comes to their big day. They've got to look their best, impress their guests, and keep the paparazzi happy, all while dropping some serious cash. So it's no surprise that the most expensive celebrity weddings in history are straight up jaw-dropping. We're talking about millions of dollars here, people. From the dress to the decorations, these celebs spared no expense in making their day as lavish as possible. And let's be real, when you've got a few extra zeros in your bank account, why not go all out? Private islands, diamond-encrusted dresses, and jaw-dropping floral arrangements are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to celebrity weddings. So get ready to be wowed as we take a stroll through some of the most outrageously expensive weddings ever. Number 1, starting off with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. We're about to take a look at one of the most extravagant celebrity weddings of all time. And who else could it be but Kim K and Kanye West? These two definitely didn't hold back when it came to their big day. First of all, they started things off with a private wedding at Valentino's mansion in Paris. Can you even imagine how amazing that would be? But that's not all, folks. They flew their guests to Florence in a whole fleet of private jets. Who even does that? It's safe to say that Kim went all out for their big day. And let's not forget about the venue, the Forte di Belvedere in Florence. This place was no cheap rental. They dropped a whopping $400,000 just to rent out the space for their wedding. But hey, when you're a celebrity, why not go big or go home, right? And then there was the music. None other than Andrea Bocelli himself. Could this wedding get any more epic? And we haven't even gotten to the dress yet. Kim's Givenchy gown was valued at a cool $500,000. Yes, you heard that right, $500,000 just for a dress. Overall, Kim and Kanye definitely didn't disappoint when it came to their big day. We're talking private jets, fancy venues, world-renowned singers, and a dress that's worth more than most people's homes. It's safe to say that this wedding set the bar pretty high for celebrity weddings to come. Number 2, next on the list are George Clooney and Amal Alamuddin. Let's start with the accommodation. The couple dropped a cool $3 million on guest suites at the Cipriani Hotel in Venice. That's more than most of us will make in a lifetime. But hey, when you're a Clooney, you've got to treat your guests right. And then there were the flowers. The couple spent $250,000 just on the blooms for their big day. Can you imagine? But it didn't stop there. They also splurged $30,000 on just one of the many meals they provided for their guests. And of course, they had to keep the drinks flowing, and they spent $150,000 on their top shelf bar. But let's talk about the real star of the show, Amal's dress. She's stunned in a custom-made Oscar de la Renta gown made of French lace with pearl accents. This dress was a work of art and probably worth more than most of our houses. All in all, the wedding totaled a jaw-dropping $4.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, $4.6 million. It's no wonder the media was buzzing about this wedding for weeks. When you're George and Amal Clooney, you don't mess around when it comes to your big day. Number 3, moving on, we have Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. Let's start with the dress, the biggest focal point of the wedding. Jessica's custom-made Giambattista Valli haute couture dress was worth an astounding $100,000 and was pink in colour. Talk about making a statement. And of course, Justin didn't disappoint in his Tom Ford tuxedo. The couple was very selective about who they invited to their celebration. They chose just 100 of their most important people to join them for the festivities, which lasted an entire week. And boy, did they spoil their guests. The celebration was held at the luxurious Segnassi resort in Puglia, Italy, and we can only imagine the kind of pampering and treatment their guests had enjoyed. But let's get back to that price tag. $6.5 million. That's a lot of dough for one day. But when you're Justin and Jessica, you don't skimp on your big day. It's no wonder that their wedding was the talk of the town for weeks. Number 4, Kim Kardashian and Kris Humphries come in next. We're diving into the details of Kim Kardashian's wedding to Kris Humphries, which cost a jaw-dropping $10 million. That's right, $10 million for a marriage that lasted just 72 days. Let's talk about the flowers. They cost a whopping $2 million. Can you even imagine that kind of money just for some pretty blooms? And let's not forget about Kim's diamond hair accessory, which was worth a staggering $2.5 million. That's more bling than most of us will ever see in our lifetime. 500 guests attended the wedding and the invitations alone cost $10,000. Yep, you heard that right. $10,000 just for some fancy invites. And when it came time to cut the cake, it racked up a $6,000 tab. That's a lot of dough for something that may have lasted longer than Kim and Kris's marriage. It's hard to believe they spent so much money on a wedding that didn't even last 3 months. But hey, when you're a Kardashian, money's no issue, right? Number 5. Fifth on our list is Michael Jordan and Yvette Prieto. When it comes to throwing an extravagant wedding, Michael Jordan and Yvette Prieto definitely took things to the next level. The couple went all out on their big day and spared no expense, dropping a staggering $10 million to ensure that every single detail was absolutely perfect. With 300 of their closest friends in attendance, including the likes of Spike Lee and Tiger Woods, the wedding was the event of the year. Yvette's stunning Jeton couture gown was embellished with dazzling Swarovski crystals, making her look like an absolutely gorgeous view walking down the aisle. And if that wasn't enough to leave their guests in awe, the couple also had performances by Usher and Robin Thicke to really get the party started. Michael and Yvette's wedding was the talk of the town, and it's easy to see why they spared no expense in creating a once-in-a-lifetime celebration that they and their guests would never forget. Number 6, moving on, we have Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Let's talk about the most epic wedding of the century, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's 2018 nuptials. These two lovebirds really went all out, just like you'd expect from the royals. Insiders spilled the tea that they dropped a crazy amount of cash, like $40 million, on this shindig. And let us tell you, they weren't messing around when it came to security. They had snipers, undercover police, military tech, and even security drones patrolling the area to keep the celebs and guests safe. The food was on point too. The bill for the meals alone was a whopping $686,000. And their cake? Don't even get me started. That bad boy cost $71,600. But hey, when you're marrying a prince, you gotta do it big, right? And I'm not even going to talk about how much Meghan's dress was worth. Let's just say it was fit for a queen. The whole world was watching as these two lovebirds tied the knot, and it was totally worth the hype. Number 7, and the last wedding on the list is that of Princess Diana and Prince Charles. Let's talk about the mother of all expensive weddings, Princess Diana and Prince Charles' royal wedding back in 1981. It's said that their nuptials cost a whopping $48 million back then, which is equivalent to $110 million in today's world. Talk about an outrageous bill. They went all out and invited 3,500 guests, including all the top-notch royals from around the world. Princess Diana's dress was an absolute stunner, complete with a 25-foot-long train and 10,000 real pearls. The 225-pound wedding cake was another spectacle, towering 5 feet tall. The grandeur and opulence of the event were truly unmatched, but it came at a price. Reports say that the biggest expense was the security measures taken to ensure the couple's safety throughout the day. And that pretty much rounds up today's video. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave us a like as a token of appreciation for the video. Also, do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to be notified about more of our content on celebrity lifestyles and more. We will be back with another video soon.